Hey everyone, hope all of you are doing good. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another quick and interesting video today. So we're going to try to do some simple data modeling, like very pseudo logic level, like related to social media. Okay. So like as a data analyst, yes, you know SQL, Python, all that is fine. But how will you design a data model, right? Like how do you like pull data, how do you store it? Like very simple level. We won't go too technical, just to think about it, right? This can even be a potential interview question or case study, right? So let's say you like have to pull data from 3 platforms. Okay, let's take LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook, right? Like some company has data and we want to aim at pulling only the organic data, like they make some organic posts, right? And they get some likes, comments, shares, whatever, right? So simply to pull organic data, how will you build it? Like what kind of structure will you have? Multiple layers? What will you think about? Like that's the whole idea, right? So let's say you're going to pull from these 3 platforms. How would you define it, right? So let's go step by step. You also think about it in your head. Like this is not like the only approach or anything. Like I'll just give you an idea how you can go about the answer, right? So for instance, what will we have? Like we'll have something like post ID. Like if you pull from the API, like the post name, the text, all that will be there. There'll be post ID. And let's say there'll be like likes, comments. Some platform also have shares, saves and all. Okay, so I'll just put shares, for example, like very top level. These are things you expect to have, right? Like on all these platforms. Then you know, the post date, right? Like this is also something that could be there, right? Now what can we do? Just think about it, right? Today we have 3 platforms. Tomorrow we could add TikTok, right? The company could add TikTok, it could add YouTube and so on, right? So you have to build it in a kind of scalable way, right? So what we could do here is we could split it into 3 layers. Okay, first layer, we can say, give it a name, the first layer itself, right? Technically we can also call it like staging layer, but like let's leave it at first layer. What you'll do is you'll try to pull the individual raw data from all these 3 platforms, right? So from LinkedIn, from Instagram, from Facebook. Now the question here is, how will you pull? How often will you pull, right? So here, like it depends on what you want. If you want to see on an everyday level how much likes each post is getting, you need to pull it at a daily level, right? Like for example, you have a post, first day it got 22 likes, next day it got another 25 likes, right? Now, do you want to see this individual day by day likes data, or do you want to just see the total 47, right? It will depend on this. Let us say you want to see the individual day by day data, then you'll have to pull it every day, right? First layer. So what we can say is everyday data, right? For all posts we need to pull. Okay, and we can, like what we can do is we can have 3 tables, like 3 raw tables or whatever, right? So one for LinkedIn, one for Instagram and one for Facebook, just to split it out. So you'll have the raw data at a daily level. Like if you have a post and it's been posted 30 days back, every day how many likes did it get, how many comments did it get, how many shares did it get, right? And the post date will obviously be the same. And we could also probably have a column like, okay, when was that updated, right? So what basically happens is, like you have data, next day the historical data is there, you add the latest data, right? Like you kind of append it. So you will have the raw table. So like for instance, a particular post ID, right? Let's say a post ID was like called 1. Just gonna type it out here, right? So on a particular day, like it got like, let's say some 12th June, for example, it would have got some like 30 likes, for example. The same post ID 1 will also have data for 13 June and so on. Let's say it got 32 more, and like, you know, this is how the table would look like, right? So like you could also have like a, you know, extra column if you want, like when this data was updated at, but like this is the idea, right? So this would be the first layer, like raw data. So one for LinkedIn, one for Instagram, one for Facebook. This will have all the historical data, everything, right? Now the second layer, you have to play it smart. Here maybe what you want to see is you want to combine all the platforms together, right? So what we need to do for that, first, you know, you have to unify the columns, right? So column names, data type, everything you need to unify and do an union all, right? This is pretty much possible. So union all, like select whatever from LinkedIn, union all select whatever from Insta, make sure the columns are same, unified name is same and all that stuff. So you can combine the data, right? Like here you want to actually bring together social metrics, because likes, comments are there in everything. Like you probably want to add them up in the third layer. So you need to do unification, right? But one thing to keep in mind, like as you can see here, one post ID here has multiple data points, right? All you need is like either the total or the latest number, right? Because in this second layer, you just want to see, okay, post ID 1, and then maybe you want the post date, and then what's the total number of likes, what's the total number of comments, and so on, right? So for this, what you can do is you can follow an update or insert logic. Okay, what this means is, okay, like day one, when you just have like one set of posts, you pull that data in, right? On the second day, the same post historical data is also there. You just pull the last date, right? Last date of data from the first layer table, right? That will have the overall total likes, right? So for example, from here, if we see 30 and 32, we know on 13 June it got 2 extra likes, right? But we probably don't need that for a single post. Like for a single post, we just need to see the total likes, right? So the last day data, in this case, if it's 13 June, we want to just pull the number 32. So you can do some ranking or row number, pull the last, a partition by post ID level or something at platform level, right? You can do that, right? And then you will update it. So like the same post, the next day gets more likes, it will get updated, right? You don't need to add an extra new row. At the same time, if you have a new post coming in on some day, that will get inserted like an extra row of data, because a new post ID has to be done. So there are two options here. Either you update, which is like existing post, but okay, the likes have increased, so you update, and you insert, right? Like you can do something like this. So yeah, this is how you can kind of like keep it level. But now if you have like lots of rows, like thousands of posts, updating every time, will it be feasible? You will have to check it, right? Or what you could do is you could give a logic like only post in the last 30 or 60 days you want to update, right? Like you do this on a daily basis, like maybe last 30-day posts, you do this daily, right? Anything beyond that, just check if something went viral, had like some enormous activity, then you can update, right? Because normally if a post does not get much likes after like in the first 30 days, it going viral after 70-80 days is very, very rare. But if it does happen, you can have a secondary logic, so you can fill the like number for some old posts as well, right? So last 30-day post, you keep it separate. Some viral old posts, you have another logic, so you also update the likes. Suddenly if some post after 6 months suddenly got 50 likes on a day, have some logic for that to update, right? So two categories, you can split it out. Or you can update or insert for everything if the post volume is very less, it's like totally only 100 200, and it's just been few months since you started posting. You'll have to think about it. Then finally comes the third layer, like the final logic layer. This is where you can define like metrics, like okay, let's take engagement rate for example. What is engagement rate? Like you want to see the total likes, comments, shares, like you want to sum them up, right? Likes plus comments plus shares, maybe divided by views or something. If you're pulling that data for all the three platforms, you can define a metric like this, because you get like the union data of all the three. Then you can calculate, like you have a number now, engagement rate, which you can like have this third table can be pulled into some dashboard, like or like whatever, right? People can see it. So this is a way you can build it. Like there are many other approaches as well, but as you see, a first layer with raw data, one each for each platform. So if you had a fourth table tomorrow for TikTok, it's easily scalable. There'll be 4 instead of 3 tables. The rest of the logic won't change. In the union all, you will also add like TikTok or whatever. The main thing to remember is you have to do an update and insert combination. How do you do it? What process do you follow? Do you use the logic I said, or something else, maybe last 14 days? This is up to your industry, your posting frequency, the amount of data, and so on. And the final third layer is the calculation, engagement rate, whatever you want to calculate. The like final proper, like they call it like the Mart logic or whatever, data Mart logic. That will be good. Like, so first layer is like the staging. This is more like an intermediate transformation. and third layer is here, right? And this is pretty much what you will do with a tool like data build tool like dbt. So yeah, like learn about it, and like this is just a pseudo logic if asked in a company. I hope you will find this video useful. I'll share the link of the sheet in the description. I'll see you again in another video. Till then, take care. Bye.